Before I begin, be forewarned. This is not the story of Abraham, nor is it the story of Hagar and Ishmael. This is strictly my story, told for no one's benefit but my own. By the great historian Philo, I was claimed to be the embodiment of virtue. The Apostle Peter asserts that I am a symbol of obedience. To Augustine, I am grace and divine mercy personified. You may wonder why, from my tone, I may seem so discontent with all of these wonderful characteristics attached to my name. While this is a valid question, and all of these historical interpretations of my character are warranted, I still feel the need to further explain my actions and my story. To be clear, I no longer wish to be Sarah, wife of Abraham. My name deserves its own place in history. Let me tell you why. When the Lord spoke to Abraham and proclaimed that his descendants would be as numerous as the stars, I was shocked. I had spent years waiting to bear a child, waiting to fulfill my duty to my husband, and waiting for my blessing. We traveled from our homeland with nothing but the promise of God leading us, and when we settled in our new home, I was still barren. Imagine my confusion in such old age, the crippling sense of inadequacy that had filled me for so long boiling over. I felt grief, but I could not bear to watch my husband try to hide his disappointment. And the decisions I made next would follow me for the remainder of my life. I gave my husband a concubine to ensure that there would be an heir to his possessions and a continuation of his bloodline. She conceived so easily, and to him a child was given. The boy, Ishmael, grew up healthy and strong, and I was still barren. For 11 years, I had to watch the product of my inadequacy be raised in my presence, while his slave mother silently flaunted her childbearing capabilities. To the outsider, it may seem that the sorrow deep within me that had manifested into hatred led me to antagonize Hagar, and she fled. But this is not so. I merely feared that the love Abraham had for the boy would replace the love that he had for me. But that was not the end. God came again to my husband, saying that I would bear him a son. How ridiculous! A woman of my age and stature to become a mother? Of course I laughed. You would have too. And when I bared Isaac, I laughed again. And this time it was the joy of the Lord rather than the effect of my bitterness. And that is the true story of the rise of Israel and how my husband became the father of many nations. All of this was made possible through God's favor on me, not his favor towards Abraham.